Welcome viewers to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Today I will be sharing with you about whether or not NoFap or semen retention alone is enough as a tool to improve your life, as a tool for you to reach your goals. But first off, we have to answer the question, what is it that you're trying to accomplish? And with this question being answered, that is, what exactly are you trying to accomplish? Then you will be able to answer whether or not NoFap alone is enough for you to reach that goal. Now, first off, NoFap alone, strictly followed, can bring you very far in life, even as a man. You see, NoFap helps with increasing masculinity, it helps with stabilizing your mood, it helps with improving your motivation. Now, if you ask me, I would give a blanket statement and say that perhaps NoFap may even improve your performance and your productivity across the board by, let's say, 10%. That means that with NoFap, your mind is clearer, you're more productive, 10% more productive every single day. You may have less social anxiety, and there's just this cumulative effect that comes into your life when you are doing NoFap. And what happens many a times with NoFap is that it tips the scale of your motivation, such as when you are in a dilemma of whether or not to, let's say, go for a jog, whether or not to exercise and go and do a workout. Many a times when you are on strict NoFap, you will find that extra little reserve to be able to tackle this task that usually you may not feel so motivated to do so. And this ability to find the motivation to do tough things will just spill over into many areas of your life, and you will see various areas of your life start to improve. However, whether or not it is enough depends on your goals. Now, one thing that for sure NoFap does not do is that it does not allow you to gain skills. Let me explain. NoFap improves your ability to learn something, but it will not cause you to improve your skill level without putting in the practice that every single human being needs to put in. For example, you will not become the best basketball player in the world if you do not practice playing basketball, if you do not practice shooting hoops. Even if you are on NoFap day 365, perhaps you would have better hand-eye coordination. Perhaps you would have better stamina compared to your fapping self. But there is no way, if you do not put in the time and effort to hone a craft, there is no way you would be able to achieve, let's say, your goal of being a professional basketballer in that case. You see, another example could be that of programmers or coders, right? If you are a programmer or a coder, you could be fapping multiple times every single day. But if you have spent years and years coding, you would still outperform someone who is on semen retention for 10 years even, when both are being challenged at coding. So putting in the time to gain your skill. Now this is something that is very common sense, but I think a lot of us, when we are excited by the idea of NoFap, we do not really know what we want to use NoFap for. NoFap is like a fuel that you put into your car, but ultimately you still want to have a destination for you to reach with this vehicle. Now, if I say that NoFap constantly improves uh, the workings of your car compared to when you're fapping, you may not even have fuel. You may not have that motivation and the boost to move towards your direction. So what NoFap does is that it makes sure that you are having an abundance of fuel, an abundance of motivation, but ultimately your destination matters a lot. And what I would say is that strict NoFap unlocks possibilities in your life, and it starts to improve even your self-image, your self-esteem, where you start to believe in yourself. And this happens through an improvement in your confidence, an improvement in your social skills, an improvement in your ability to deal with emotions and have that emotional state control. My personal suggestion on NoFap is for you to take small incremental steps to improve your personal productivity. And I believe this is something that is already very overstated in almost most NoFap or self-help community. Start building habits. See, if you don't know where to start by building healthy habits. I'm a huge believer in that health is one of the most important investments that one can make, especially if you are younger. Start with one health related habit a month. The first month itself, you could just focus on NoFap. Month two could be one where you jog every single day without missing a day. The third month, it could be where you do one set, 3 sets or 5 sets of push-ups every single day. And then perhaps the fourth month is where you do the same but with pull-ups, for example. The whole reason behind this is to start to stack improvement components in your life where you start to build a system that ensures that you will be successful in life, because many a times success is not going to be an accident. You need to decide on your destination, and then you need to build the habits that are required in order for you to reach that place. See, consistency is key, and there is a wisdom in having patience and having a long-term view. That is why right now, if you are lost, which I think a lot of people who are addicted in pornography, they can be lost, give yourself some breathing space. Don't focus on building 7 habits in a month. Focus on building one. And then when you succeed in building one habit, on the next month, build one more. It may not seem like the habit has a huge effect in 1 month in, or maybe even 2 months in, but let me tell you that not many people can consistently do something for, let's say, 1 year straight, 2 years straight, or 5 years straight. Given the example that I just gave you about, let's say, jogging every single day, can you imagine if you decided today to jog every single day? You not only went 1 month, you went 3 months, half a year, 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, even 20 years where you jogged every single day. The number of habits that I'm talking about is one. But when you are able to drag and be consistent over that 20-year period, let me tell you, in 20 years, you are very likely going to be at least the top 5% or even the top 1% of joggers in the world simply by being consistent in that one thing. Now you can just change that to something else. Maybe you can change that to coding. You can change that to speaking to people. You can change that to golfing, badminton, whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life. Playing a music instrument, that consistency of habit is something that you want to use your newfound motivation and your newfound willpower when you do NoFap. So start small and don't despise having one good day of simply hitting your habit goals. So I hope you liked today's video. If you did, like it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again.